Hey PBC family, today is Ash Wednesday, and before I talk to you about how to get ready for our service on Sunday, I want to talk to you for just a minute about our special service this evening. So since about AD 325, around there, Christians have gathered on what's become known as Ash Wednesday to mark off the period of 40 days leading up to Palm Sunday, sometimes called the season of Lent. So sometimes this season is marked by a period of fasting. Sometimes it's known by the ashes that some denominations or churches will put on forehead and that sort of a service. But for 1700 years, this has been a time where Christians have remembered the fact that we are frail. We came from dust, and to dust we will return. We're mortal, and that we are fallen or sinful, which is why we see passages like in Job, where Job says, I repent in dust and ashes. So one of the things we've done at PBC over the past few years is just to have this service where we gather and not to place a heavy emphasis on fasting, or not have ashes or anything like that. You're free to do those things in your own time if you feel led to. But for us, what we want to do is do the things we normally do, and that is to sing together, to study the Word together, to take bread and cup together in communion. And this has been a special service where we have devoted our energies to remembering our brokenness, our frailty, our sinfulness, our mortality. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight at 6:30 during our Ash Wednesday service. I invite you to come and be with us. I think that your heart will be blessed by taking some time to focus on something that we don't normally concentrate on, and that is how desperate we are, how needy we are for the grace of God that comes through Jesus and his work on the cross. And it's also a way to begin to prepare our hearts for the coming of Good Friday and Easter Sunday and all the celebration that goes with that. It's just kind of a way just to begin that period of reflection and preparation and drawing near to the Lord over the next few months. This Sunday, we are continuing our study through the book of Esther. We will be in Esther chapter 7. And what we're going to look at this Sunday is the Last Supper of Haman. We're going to talk about justice and judgment in a secular age. And so where we last left off, Haman was humiliated, Mordecai was exalted. Haman covered his face in shame and ran home, and his wife Zeresh said to him, you are going to fall before Mordecai the Jew. And what we're going to see in chapter 7 is that fall escalates until eventually Haman is executed on the very gallows that he had designed for Mordecai himself. So we're going to talk about judgment. We're going to talk about the fact that Haman was judged, and yet we're going to see that in the midst of that judgment that he experiences under the hand of King Ahasuerus or Xerxes, Haman is also, there's also an injustice in that judgment. And we're going to talk about that and even look beyond that judgment to the judgment of God and his perfect justice. And there's lots going into this text, lots that we need to see. So I'd encourage you to be in your place this Sunday at 10:30, ready to worship with God's people and hear his word. All right, we love you and look forward to worshiping with you, hopefully tonight, and if not, on Sunday morning. God bless.